G'day, how you going? I had a great weekend. Bombers got up. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see it, but I went and saw Doctor Strange Gold Class, and I tell you what a trippy, full-on movie that was. If you haven't seen Doctor Strange yet, go there. Go Gold Class, go IMAX, go something where the screen is enormous and the sound is amazing. I recommend it to everyone. I'm a big Marvel fan. We love our superhero movies, and this was awesome. Downside of that was that I didn't realise they were playing that night. I did buy these tickets, 2 or 3 weeks ago, and we went with my whole family, so there was 10 seats that we booked out at our Gold Class. But that's okay. I stayed up when I got home by about 1 o'clock in the morning, watched the replay of the last quarter, and we got up. How exciting. Best part of the match, and I know people are laughing about this, but this clip right here, how good is Sam Draper? Like, let's be honest, he didn't get the kick. I couldn't care less, but if he could do that every match, at least 2 or 3 times when he gets it, just takes on the game, he's just going to improve so much more. I couldn't be happy with the guys. Excellent job with Essendon. And hey, look, this is my round 8 review. Still pretty happy with how I went, and let's get straight into it. So starting with our ratings for the week, we got a score of 2,216, which is top 20%. Projected score of 2,323 for this week. Had a couple of players underperform, but the majority of our team did really, really well, especially every player we've traded in except for Jackson. So I'm hoping that with the whispers that Max Gawn might not be playing, he can come back into that number 1 ruck spot and actually get hundreds again, which would be excellent because trading him in, he hasn't really lived up to what I expected. Now, obviously, I'm doing better. My average score of 2,191. And I was excited on Friday, thinking that I had done really, really well. But let's check out how the team went. And I think we were quietly surprised by a few of them. So we had Sicily on 132. Excellent. Just don't think about it. Crisp as well. Doherty 121 and 115. Jaden Short 109. I had to see the captain on Hewitt, which meant I got McCartan's score of 94, which was a really nice surprise. Him coming back from injury, or coming back from having his head injury. And then Bowie, not so great. He devalued a little bit. So again, they're sort of at the time where I might hold on for another week, and if he can't get up to those 80s and 90s again, we may look at trading him down just to someone who's played 1 or 2 matches who might increase in value, and then using the extra cash to get a primo. Happy with De Koning, same thing. So look, McCartan, Bowie and De Koning, they're all between the 250 and the 300, well, 391 for Bowie. Now, they're definitely players that we could trade down to $117,000 players or $123,000 players. There's a couple going around that have played 1 or 2 matches, so definitely in a couple of weeks it might be worth trading these guys to someone cheaper and then looking at getting a primo. My midfielders, Mills 60, not great at all. Just a bit of a slower match for him. I'm not too worried about it. He's obviously a primo in the league, so I think he'll bounce back. Lachie Neale just doing what he always does, 123. Clayton Oliver, 135. I got my captain's loophole right for the first time in 8 weeks. I put my VC on McRae. He came back with 144, which is extremely exciting, and I just left it on him and put the captaincy on Hewitt because, I think the rule of thumb is if someone gets over 130, you just leave it on him. Miller's back to his all-time form, 122. Dunkley not as good as last week, but I'll take 78. I think he'll bounce back. Cripps is 151. He's literally the only one that exceeded McRae's score, but I can't be upset with that. Dacos just getting around his average. Look, majority of my players, except for McRae, everyone except McRae increased in value, so extremely excited about that. McGuinness played well, 75, so again, him. Stevens, possibly players that we're looking at trading, especially Stevens since he's not playing. It's pointless having a $200,000 player on your bench that's not actually scoring. So, there's a few players here that we could look at. I don't think I'll do any trades this week. We've done plenty. I'm excited with my projected scores, so I think we'll stay with that. McComb, obviously, first match where he's increased in value, 73. Couldn't be happier. It's a good little left footer. Kicks a couple of goals here and there. there. Ruckman, happy again. Bruce and Hayes, 103 and 98, increasing in value. So I think this Moneyball idea of who we've been trading in, if they increase in value, I'm happy. Dixon didn't play. Again, another player like Stevens, if he's not scoring and increasing in value, what's the point of having 200 or 246,000 on the bench? My forward lines, which they're all a bit mediocre, except for obviously the all-star, rising star, Nick Martin. But yeah, 75 for Heaney, 70 for Cogs, which is fine. He's still increasing value. Butters is the one that we've been saying for a few weeks now. I'm not too sure what to do with the kid, but we may look at trading him and getting someone that actually does score 100 every single week. Jackson, as I said a bit earlier, he's sort of underplaying what we were hoping. But again, the whispers that Max is out. And if he is out, good. Because I don't have him in my team anymore. Nick Martin, obviously, I don't know why people keep arguing. I know Dacos is doing excellent, but if you've watched both kids, I think Nick Martin's got it for sure. Yes, I'm biased, and being an Essendon supporter, I watch him very closely, but he's amazing. Rosen's had a bit of a letdown, still increased in value, but if he has 18s, I'm not going to keep him on the ground. I might just put him on the bench. Durden, better week for him, 59, and McDonald, 43. So all in all, pretty happy with the squad. We're getting better, we're improving. We have a couple of options for players who we may trade out. I think I'm sort of leaning towards trading Bowie. If I do any trades, I'm going to wait till the end of the week and actually do a round 9 preview and talk about what trades I may do. But all in all, pretty happy with that. We won one of 2 matches. I won the match in the important league that we discussed at the start of the season, so that's a big plus. So I'm hoping that we can continue that momentum and we can keep generating bigger scores. Obviously, there's a few players that didn't do so well this week that we're hoping step up and actually do really, really well. Let's have a look at my leagues. So at the moment, I'm in only 2. Next season, I'd love to get into 10, so if you have leagues, please let me know and I will join them next season. I'm going to continue doing this because I really enjoy it. I'm learning a lot, having a lot of fun. The interaction I have with a lot of people that comment on my videos has been awesome, and I appreciate all of you for commenting, and the advice you've given me have helped me out a lot. So if I can pass that on to you guys, then why not? So my league that was important. I'm 11th now. I was dead last for a long time. We've improved. I played a team called Bulldogs of Pooh, which is pretty much what they are this season. So unfortunately, they're not doing so well. But look, we're 11th now, 3-3. In my other league, I lost, unfortunately. Player got 23-18. To my 22-16, and look, I'm 7th though, so it's that league isn't as strong as my $50 cash league team. We're rated pretty high. There's some really good teams in here. A lot of these guys do this a lot. Our league ranking 2,312 out of 38,000 is pretty good, and our top teams are just doing amazingly. Like GT's Guns, who's obviously leading our league. He's, overall ranked 6,000, so that's pretty good. We've got a pretty good league in that one there. Now, looking at players who we could possibly trade in this week, I'm not going to do any trades, but we're going to muck around with players that we could bring in. I was looking at, again, some of the players I might trade out. Bowie, McCartan, DeConing, McGuinness, Stevens is definitely one that we could look at. Dixon, Durden and McDonald, all these guys, 200,000 to 400,000 that are a bit inconsistent. We can definitely look at trading. I think, look, I'm just going to do a dummy trade. This isn't going to stick. But one I was looking at is letting Bowie go. And looking at players, I like to look at the players who have played 1 or 2 matches. Just to see who's sort of coming up, who's a rookie or a first-year player who might actually generate some income. We want them to obviously have played less than 3 matches because it's pointless to get them too late. I was looking at the Bulldogs on Friday night, and the Bulldogs had, I'm trying to think what his name was, so hopefully he comes up. Oh, yeah, Kamasbuku. I hope that's how you say it. I apologise if it's not how you say it, but I mean, he'd be a great pickup. So I'll watch him again this week. If he can do 40, 50, heck, if he could have a breakout game and do 90 to 100, I mean, he'd be a great trade to bring in, and we'd get 300,000 in the pocket or 280,000 in the pocket. You know, we could possibly trade out a player like McCartan as well, who's going to give us, you know, an extra 692,000. And if we really wanted to, we could. I think Dixon's probably one that we're looking at trading as well. You know, so we possibly could pick up a rookie ruckman. There's a couple out there. So as a ruckman who I'm looking at, who's played a couple of matches, who will increase in their score, is the West Coast ruckman. I think he's played 2 matches now. Or the Collingwood ruckman as well. So you got Aiden Buggs. I mean, he's played 2 matches. Again, watch if he gets picked up again. If he gets picked and plays in 3rd match, he's obviously going to increase in value. So he'd be worth a trade down from Dixon from West Coast, or his other ruckman that plays for West Coast as well, Callum Jamieson. So I mean, he's probably got more of an upside. He will increase in price a bit more. You know, I'm pretty keen on making some coin on these guys. So I think that might be the trade we look at. And then for our backman, we kind of want to obviously increase our backman averages. So I mean, I've got 814,000, so I could quite easily trade out. I'll trade in a Tom Stewart, or you know, the highest average players. I'd have the top 3, hoping George Hewitt turns back. But yeah, I could quite easily bring Stewart in, or you know, Isaac Cumming, or I mean, anyone that's averaging 100 is good to have in your team. Vostone from Richmond, not too sure how he's doing or why he didn't play on the weekend. But again, I mean, I possibly could bring Stewart in, and then you know, bring in the kid from the Bulldogs, just to have a bit more coin. Where is he? You know, so we could still have a bit of money in the bank. I mean, or instead of having a Tom Stewart, because I like to have my dual position players, you know, we could bring in a Dan Houston from Port, who's been playing excellent this season. He's averaging, you know, a fair bit. So, or Bailey Dale. So I mean, you got 104 and 100. They're both 104, but I guess Bailey's 20 grand more than Dan. But I like these dual position players, which is why I'm sort of maybe leaning towards a Dan Houston. Plus, it keeps me with another 164,000 in the bank. So when I want to trade, say I want to trade a Durden or a McGuinness or a Stevens, and then a DeConey who we might be able to trade down, it enables us to have a bit more coin in the bank. So, I mean, look, they're the trades I'm sort of looking at this week. I think I'm trying to make some extra coin and obviously increase my overall rankings and my overall score. That's what I'm thinking. Look, if you have any advice or you have any players who I should be looking out for, please comment. Let me know. I'm always keen to hear about them. I will wait until Friday or Thursday when the first match is to make any trades. We are coming up to the bye round, so we need to take that into consideration. I really haven't looked too much into that. It's obviously pretty important that we don't use up all our trades, and if I do 3 trades this week, I get down to 18, which is a lot. There's a whole lot of the season to go, and we're fingers crossed hoping that no one gets injured. So look, these are the sort of trades I may do. I may not, but I thought, let's look into it. Again, please comment, like and subscribe. I appreciate all the support. I have a lot of people that love Supercoach who subscribe to me, and a lot of people who don't, who love our gaming side of things. So look, I'm very diverse, but I do appreciate everyone who subscribes, likes and comments. So hey, have a great one. Talk to you later on in the week. Let me know how you went your round score. I love hearing how people are doing. And yeah, we'll talk later on in the week. Cheers. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. I've got 2 more here that I think you'll enjoy.